Emotional detachment is a challenging yet essential skill for maintaining mental clarity, inner peace, and resilience in the face of life's inevitable ups and downs. The ancient philosophy of Stoicism, founded by thinkers like Zeno of Citium, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius, offers timeless wisdom on how to navigate emotional turmoil and detach from people or situations that no longer serve our well-being. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control, accept what we cannot, and cultivate a mindset of equanimity. When it comes to emotionally detaching from someone, whether it's a toxic relationship, a lost love, or a friendship that has run its course, Stoic principles provide a roadmap for achieving emotional freedom. Below are 5 Stoic rules to help you emotionally detach from someone while maintaining your dignity and inner peace. 1. Focus on what you can control. The dichotomy of control. The cornerstone of Stoic philosophy is the dichotomy of control, which divides life into 2 categories: things within our control and things outside of it. According to Epictetus, some things are within our power, while others are not. Within our power are opinion, motivation, desire, aversion, and, in a word, whatever is of our own doing. When it comes to emotionally detaching from someone, the first step is to recognize that you cannot control their thoughts, feelings, or actions. You can only control your own responses, attitudes, and behaviors. Trying to change someone or force them to act in a certain way is a futile endeavor that will only lead to frustration and emotional exhaustion. Instead, focus on what you can control: your own mindset, your reactions, and the boundaries you set. For example, if someone has hurt you or is no longer a positive presence in your life, you cannot control their behavior, but you can control how much space you allow them to occupy in your mind and heart. By shifting your focus inward and taking responsibility for your own emotional well-being, you begin to detach from the external circumstances that cause you pain. This principle also applies to letting go of the past. You cannot change what has already happened, but you can control how you interpret and respond to it. Stoicism teaches us to view past events with acceptance and to use them as opportunities for growth, rather than sources of regret or resentment. By focusing on what you can control, you reclaim your power and free yourself from the emotional chains that bind you to others. 2. Practice amor fati. Love your fate. Amor fati, a Latin phrase meaning love of fate, is a central Stoic concept that encourages us to embrace everything that happens in life, both good and bad, as necessary and purposeful. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Do not seek for things to happen the way you want them to. Rather, wish that what happens happen the way it happens. Then you will be happy." When applied to emotional detachment, amor fati teaches us to accept the end of a relationship, or the need to distance ourselves from someone as part of our life's journey. Rather than resisting or resenting the situation, we can choose to see it as an opportunity for growth and self-discovery. Every relationship, no matter how painful its end, teaches us valuable lessons about ourselves, our needs, and our boundaries. By embracing these lessons and viewing the experience as a necessary step in our personal evolution, we can detach from the emotional weight of the situation and move forward with gratitude and resilience. Amor fati also helps us let go of the what-ifs and if-onlys that often plague our minds after a relationship ends. Instead of dwelling on how things could have been different, we accept reality as it is and trust that it is unfolding exactly as it should. This mindset shift allows us to release the emotional attachment to the past and focus on creating a fulfilling present. 3. Cultivate emotional resilience through negative visualization. Negative visualization, or premeditatio malorum, is a Stoic practice that involves imagining the worst-case scenario in order to prepare ourselves mentally and emotionally for adversity. While this may sound counterintuitive, it is a powerful tool for building emotional resilience and reducing the fear of loss. By confronting our fears and acknowledging the impermanence of all things, we become less attached to specific outcomes or people. When it comes to emotionally detaching from someone, negative visualization can help you prepare for the possibility of losing them or the relationship ending. Imagine what your life would look like without this person and how you would cope with the loss. Visualize yourself thriving, finding joy, and building meaningful connections with others. By mentally rehearsing this scenario, you reduce the emotional grip that the person has on you and strengthen your ability to face the situation with courage and composure. This practice also helps you appreciate the present moment and the people in your life without taking them for granted. By recognizing that nothing lasts forever, you can cherish your relationships while maintaining a healthy sense of detachment. This balance between appreciation and detachment is key to emotional freedom. 4. Reframe your perspective. See the bigger picture. Stoicism teaches us to view life from a broader perspective and to recognize the transient nature of human existence. Marcus Aurelius often reminded himself of the vastness of time and space, writing, "Think of the universe as one living being, with one substance and one soul, and how all things are absorbed into this one consciousness, and how it creates all things with a single impulse, and how all things work together to cause all that comes to pass, and how intricate and densely woven is the fabric formed by their interweaving." When you find yourself struggling to emotionally detach from someone, remind yourself of the bigger picture. In the grand scheme of the universe, this person and your relationship with them are just a small part of your journey. The pain you feel now is temporary, and it will eventually fade as you grow and evolve. By zooming out and seeing your situation in the context of the larger whole, you gain a sense of perspective that makes it easier to let go. This principle also encourages you to focus on your own growth and purpose. Instead of fixating on the past or the person you need to detach from, channel your energy into pursuing your goals, cultivating your virtues, and contributing to the world in meaningful ways. When you align yourself with a higher purpose, the emotional attachment to specific individuals becomes less significant. 5. Practice self-compassion and self-reliance. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of self-reliance and inner strength. Epictetus taught, "No man is free who is not master of himself." To emotionally detach from someone, you must cultivate a deep sense of self-compassion and self-reliance. This means learning to meet your own emotional needs and finding fulfillment within yourself rather than relying on others for validation or happiness. Self-compassion involves treating yourself with kindness and understanding, especially during difficult times. Instead of berating yourself for feeling hurt or struggling to let go, acknowledge your pain and remind yourself that it is a natural part of the human experience. Allow yourself to grieve the loss of the relationship, but also take proactive steps to nurture your well-being and rebuild your sense of self. Self-reliance, on the other hand, involves developing the inner resources to navigate life's challenges independently. This includes building emotional resilience, practicing mindfulness, and cultivating a strong sense of self-worth. When you rely on yourself for happiness and fulfillment, you become less dependent on others and more capable of detaching from relationships that no longer serve you.